Hi everyone, I'm Fergal and I lead AI here at Fin. And this is Pedro, who leads our core Fin workstream, responsible for deciding when to put a new model into production for Fin. Today we're delighted to announce what we believe is the world's best model for customer service. We call it Fin CX Apex. It now powers the core of Fin, answering over 1 million conversations a week. And we're pretty excited about this and we'd like to share why. Our goal with Fin has always been to build the very best customer service AI. For years, we achieved that using the best general purpose AI models we could. But recently, we've seen increasing success by building custom models specifically for our customer service. Over the last year, the core of Fin has been mostly powered by retrieval and re-ranker models that we've built specifically for customer service, and they really exceeded our expectations, outperforming any other retrieval and re-ranker model that we had tested. And this is part of an increasing body of evidence that to get the best customer service, you need to build models specifically for it. And that's why we invested in building Apex. I'll be talking later about some of the technical details about what we did and some strategic thoughts on where we're going next. But first though, I'd like to hand over to Pedro. He's responsible for evaluating all the models that we use for Fin. Pedro, your mission is sort of to increase the quality of resolution rate and to balance quality and efficiency and all these things.
Yeah, correct. We do care about resolution rate a lot, but it's not the only metric. We have a portfolio of metrics we care about. For example, we also really worry about customer satisfaction, CSAT. We worry about hallucinations, latency, and so on. What was really interesting about this model is that not just it improved resolution rate a lot, improved both assumed and confirmed resolutions, confirmed by positive feedback. It also improved other metrics. For example, hallucination rates, which is kind of low, but it happens sometimes, was decreased even further with this model. We also see qualitatively better answers. The answers are more concise, they're better formatted, and they follow customers' guidance more accurately. In terms of resolution rates, for some customers, we saw meaningful improvements. For one of our top 10 customers, we saw their unresolved conversations decrease by 20%. That is 20% fewer conversations going to human support, which is a meaningful impact to the business. So historically speaking, we have made many changes to Fin. We have done a lot of, let's say, prompt engineering work. Our biggest breakthrough was going from GPT-4 Turbo to Claude Sonnet 3.5. But this release actually was the best one I've seen so far in terms of all the metrics that it improves at the same time. We know that there is always metrics are in opposition. For example, if you want to improve your answer quality, you might do it with more reasoning. But more reasoning means more latency. And here we managed to improve resolution rate, quality, and actually decrease latency by a meaningful amount. So the answers are faster by almost 2 seconds. And that's using our own inference stack, our own infrastructure to serve the models. So we are really happy with the results because it improved on many different dimensions, from resolution rate to answer quality to hallucination, while being faster.
Great, thank you, Pedro. So this work here is for our post-training team in the AI group. And while we're still working on our own foundation models, we built Apex off of a large open weight model. Actually, we built a very general post-training setup that works on lots of different open weight models. We in fact did most of the R&D and development on a much smaller one and then scaled it up to another one slightly before launch. And that worked well, so that's very exciting. We actually think that once a model is broadly intelligent enough to do the task in a domain, you get a lot of benefit really comes from the mid-training and the post-training phases of model development for that domain. With that said though, it was still a lot of work to get Apex to this point and a deep investment. We trained it with supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning, and we had to build and iterate on several reward models in order to make this work. It really a big team investment over most of a year in this direction. Our scale of data enables us to kind of train and test these models, and we're committed to always using the very best models for Fin. And today we're proud that that's now Apex. It's now handling the vast majority of our Fin volume, as Pedro said, over 1 million support conversations a week. However, we do still use other models for specific parts of Fin. For example, we use Sonnet for Fin procedures, which require very tricky tool calling. So I'd like to talk a little bit about our strategy and our direction of travel here. Again, our North Star is to kind of make Fin as useful and as high quality as possible. And we continue to see really good results from training our own models here. We previously managed to build retrieval and re-ranker models which outperformed anything else we could find for those parts of Fin. So this project overall has been exceeding our expectations. But even then, Apex kind of went even further. We sort of expected that we'd make Fin faster and more efficient, but we were delighted that it actually outperformed alternatives, as Pedro said, pretty much across the board. We were particularly delighted by the hallucination improvement which Pedro mentioned. Customer service has different preferences in terms of hallucination rate than many other areas. You know, if in a customer service domain, you really don't want to give the wrong answer. A little bit of hallucinations is sometimes necessary because the model needs to use its knowledge of the world in order to be able to answer lots of questions, but you want to get that down as low as possible. And we're able to get reductions in hallucination rate via reinforcement learning with Apex that we never managed to get through prompting. So overall, this is a very significant milestone for us. We're going to continue to work hard to make Fin the very best AI it can be. We think there's now a lot of evidence that the best AI for customer service is AI custom trained and designed at a deep level for this domain. And so we're very excited to get to do that and hopefully continue to build the best AI products in this space. So thanks very much for joining us here today. If you'd like to learn more about this new model, please follow the link displayed on the screen.